but we're just getting started. So to share a little bit more about what's in store for AppDynamics in the context of Cisco, I'm thrilled to invite up Anuj Kapur, Cisco's Chief Strategy Officer. Anuj, good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, thank you. So, so we've had a pretty broad-ranging conversation this morning, and we've talked a lot about first of all, the big investment Cisco made to acquire AppDynamics, the investment that you all have made in AppDynamics over the last couple of years, and just showed one of the big integration points that we've had with Cisco. Now, Cisco has historically been seen as the network and infrastructure company. What role does AppDynamics play, and what should that mean for the industry? What should that signal to the industry in terms of Cisco's broader strategy?
It's interesting. You can't actually talk about AppDynamics without first talking about the application and the role that it's had in our strategic imperatives, actually dating back to 2013. That's when we actually launched a new policy-based model for data center automation with the application at its core. And over the years, what we've started to see is a number of leading-edge corporations start to put the application front and center of their journey towards hybrid IT, multi-cloud, and digital transformation. That's actually what led us to AppDynamics. Now, you're right that historically we've sold to the infrastructure buyers, but as their mandate has evolved to include application agility and user experience, so have their KPIs. In fact, we're very excited about the AppDynamics Visibility Packs that provide application awareness to the infrastructure, offer unparalleled KPIs and stakeholder impact and ROI, and really de-risk the path towards digital transformation that most of our customers are actually going through.
Great. Yeah, actually, that's one of the things we haven't had a chance to talk about this morning are these AppDynamics Visibility Packs. So for anyone joining this from that has been a traditional Cisco network infrastructure customer, this is a way for you to effectively snack your way up to understanding the application impact of the infrastructure changes that you're making. And so, certainly please feel free to talk to us about that as well. Now, beyond this, as we continue to, and we will obviously, this being one big step forward, continue to integrate more with Cisco products. One of the questions that I get asked on a regular basis is, AppD's always been a really important open part of our overall platform. How much is AppD going to focus on the open ecosystem, and how much is AppD going to start to focus more on advantaging Cisco hardware? I've obviously been able to answer this question, but I think it's best coming from you. How would you answer that?
That's a very relevant question. Look, we strongly believe that the application and infrastructure layers need to be more tightly coordinated, where changes in one ultimately drive changes in the other. But we're also recognizing the fact that the IT environments at most of our customers are open. They're multi-vendor, they're heterogeneous. And that's something we're committed to in terms of building out an ecosystem. In fact, I'll give you sort of two examples. The gentleman previously talked about ACI. 5 years into the launch of ACI, we integrate with 65 other companies. Some of those are our competitors. In fact, one of the more stronger examples of our commitment to sort of solving the customer problem, regardless of the vendors that they actually choose, is in security. We're the largest enterprise IT security vendor. And 5 years into the launch of a program around the Cisco Security Technical Alliance, we have 160 integrations across 280 platforms. Now, you can imagine in the security market, a lot of those are with our competitors, but we're committed to solving sort of the customer problem first in an open and transparent way, and the ecosystem is a big part of that.
Yeah, and as part of the AppD ecosystem within Cisco, I can attest to the fact that this is something that I've been extremely excited about, is being able to integrate more tightly with Cisco products, but also having incremental investment that lets us invest in the broader ecosystem just as aggressively, if not more aggressively as well. So, and then maybe last question, and sort of a big, broad, open one, AI ops. This is something that everyone is talking about AI ops today. We've talked about what we're doing as a first step in terms of integrating ACI and AppDynamics, but clearly there's a broader view that I think Cisco can take, given the domains that Cisco plays in. How would you position Cisco and sort of the focus on automation across the IT infrastructure and farm, in the years ahead from Cisco?
Yeah, it's interesting. So before I came into this role, I was actually in the security business. And we used to have this saying to our CIOs and CISOs, which is every instinct you have and every driver you see that forces you to transform also increases the surface area of attacks and the blast radius of potential vulnerabilities. So it was, in a way, our desire to sort of get them to focus on the need to balance between driving agility enabling business transformation, and managing risk. When we look at AI ops, we see the same sort of tension play out between developers and the ops persona. I think one analyst called it, over the last 5 years, they've seen a renaissance in software development. It's a golden age of software development. Developers have limitless or unlimited choice in terms of what to build and where to deploy it. That, with it, creates complexity. And that's a complexity that sort of needs to be balanced with the agility that you drive. So what our customers have been telling us, and it's probably accelerated in the last 2 years, is the need to go from being sort of reactive to proactive and to cognitive, to move away from sort of chasing alerts to actually driving down mean time to resolution, almost in an automated way, helped out with AI. And automation has been a central theme for Cisco over the last 18 months, ever since the launch of the Network Intuitive. We strongly believe that we have sort of unparalleled visibility, telemetry, insights across infrastructure tiers, across the domains you mentioned, between the data center, the campus, the branch, and the cloud. And that puts us in a unique position to be the partner of choice for enterprises as they look to manage their dynamic IT estate on their path to digital transformation.
Yeah, and it's been great to see and participate in that ecosystem. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Anuj,
so much,
for everything.
Congratulations.
Thank you.